Welcome to the inside of the 2025 Toyota Tundra SR5. This is the base model, but it also has the TRD Rally package on it. So it's got a few extras on the inside, it's got a few extras on the outside. So let's hop out there and take a look at them right now. New for 2025, they dropped the TRD Sport package, but gave you this TRD Rally package on this SR5. And this Rally package is more than just these stripes right here, these tri-colored decals, because you have them there, you have them on the back, you have them on the side, but you also have them on the inside of the truck. But like I said, that's not all, because this TRD Rally package will cost you $8,660. Why? Well, let's check it all out. So first you're gonna have these 18-inch TRD wheels. You can see they've got the tricolor badge right there in the center. On those, you also get these Michelin LTX trail tires. They look pretty beefy. They're not complete all-terrain, but they will definitely help you out when you're out off-roading. You also get the off-road suspension with Bilstein shocks right in there. Look at that. Looks really good in there. So they give you skid plates up underneath here. You get the TRD steering wheel. Also included in that package is a locking rear differential, multi-terrain select, crawl control, downhill assist, and heated front seats. And to disappoint you a little bit, no, this does not have a V8. But it does have a V6 that puts up some serious numbers. This SR5 comes with a 3.4 liter twin turbo V6, pushing out 389 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. That is some massive power. It's all tied to a 10-speed automatic transmission, and that will get you 0 to 60 in 6.1 seconds. Now, your payload capacity is going to be 1,940 pounds depending on your configuration, and towing is maxed out at 12,000 pounds, again, according to how you set your truck up. But both of those are well below its competitors in Ford, Chevy, and Ram. Now your fuel economy with this V6 engine is going to be 17 in the city, 22 in the highway, and 19 mile per gallon average. All right, now let's go take a look at what's in this bed. Here in the back, you do see you get the Tundra stamped in the bed. You've got the tricolor stickers up there. And then you come over here, and this does come with the TRD Rally package. You've got side dual exhaust with black tips. All right, now this does have the powered tailgate in the SR5. It is an option, I believe, but it is standard on other trim levels up above this. Now you do have this composite bed back here, very, very strong and durable. You do have this, I like this slide rail right here where you can adjust this and move it around where you need to. That's pretty awesome. You do have lighting back here. You've got some anchor points up at the front. This one does have a bed liner in here as an option, and you do have some power over here, so that's pretty good. I like to have power in the back. You never know what you might want to put up back here. But other than that, that's all of that. Let's see if this bed you might be able to just lift up. Yep, you can just lift up just a little bit, and then it will go ahead and close on its own. If you guys like seeing and learning about new vehicles, make sure you hit the subscribe button because I put up new content every week. All right, now we've seen everything around the outside. Let's take a look on the inside. All right, you do have a solid black interior in here, and we do have some yellow stitching going across here, which actually looks pretty nice. You got black hard plastic right here. This is the SR5, like I said. Now you do have some soft up here, which is kind of surprising. The rest of this is all going to be plastic because this is your lowest trim, except for having that package on there, which takes the price up. But you do have nice padding right here also. And over here you have 8-way powered seats with lumbar, standard on the SR5 and up, which is a really nice touch. Now this does have the fully leather seats in here. They are perforated, but they are not ventilated. They are heated only. All right, let's go ahead and hop inside. All right, as I come across here, you can see you've got the tri-color stickers in here, and this is a nice kind of shiny piano black plastic piece right there. You do have a Joe Rady Twinkie tray right inside there, which is cool. And then underneath here, you do have a regular size glove box. It looks pretty good. When we come across here, you do have your vents here and the screen. This is a big 14.5-inch screen, I believe. And it is nice. It works really well. And I like how they integrated it. Well, they kind of integrated it into the dash, because it does stick out from the dash just a little bit right here. But otherwise, it is integrated into the dash, and that is my favorite. I love it when they do that. It just makes it look clean. Come on across here, and you have this huge driver's display. Looks excellent. You can see everything really well. You got analog on either side and just a digital screen there in the middle that changes a few options, and it's gonna actually control most of your stuff. So when you go through here, this is on your mile per gallon average and your distance to empty. You see you got outside temperature on here. You got your odometer down at the bottom. It says you're in park. You also have the time and your driver assistance stuff up at the top. You go to the next screen, you get a digital speedometer, and same with everything else on the top. And then you can go to this one. It's just going to have your distance to empty with the normal stuff at the top. So then we can go over, and there you have some other features you can flip through. There's your driver assistance and your compass. You go over, you got your Bluetooth, you've got your tire settings, your trip information, your pitch and roll, your car hauler, whether you're hauling a car or a trailer or something like that. So you can set that up. And then you go over here, and this is your settings. This is going to be all of your driver assistance features. You got trailer settings in here, trailer light check. You got vehicle settings. All right, that's it for that. We will take a look now at the steering wheel here, and it's pretty much a typical Toyota steering wheel. It does say TRD on the bottom, because you do have the TRD Rally package on here. And you get all your driver assistance features on this side here, and then you have your volume control, your voice control, and this is your menu control for the display in the center up there, and your back button and your phone. It's pretty simple. I will go down here because you do have a few buttons over here. You got your automatic headlights, you got your auto start stop right there. This is the light for your gauges, your odometer reset, your parking assistance, and then you've got your heated steering wheel down here. So we've got one of those, and there's your AC 120 volt. You can turn that on. Okay, now we'll come over here to this 14-inch display. Like I said, most of your stuff is going to be done inside the driver's display. But over here, this is on Android Auto. You've got wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. To get out of that, you press these little dots right down here. And then you can go into the Toyota system right up here. That's going to bring this up, and this is going to be your media choices or your music, or whatever you want to go to right there. And then you can go down here. This is where your phone is. That's my phone. And then we go into the car, and you've got current, which is at 17.4 miles per gallon average. It'll save your previous best. You can clear the data or you can update it. This is on your history. You go to your current, and then this is what's going on right now, and it does keep track of what's been going on the last 15, 10, and 5 miles. Then we go down here to your settings, and then this is where you're going to set up all your information. You're going to Bluetooth here. This is where you're going to add your phone if you want to add your phone. On down here, vehicle customization. This is where you're going to mess with your lights and change a few things there. You can change your door control, have all the doors open at once or not. And then your climate control for remote start, if your car is equipped with remote start. And then you just have the rest of your normal stuff, and that's it. And then you click the button right up there, and it takes you right back to Android Auto. Down below that, you have all of your climate controls right here. When you do push that up, It's just right there. All your screen is right there. It doesn't do anything up in the infotainment screen, which is really nice. I like having that there. Down here you have your heated seats and then your other normal buttons with your recirculate and your heated seat for this side. You do have a USB-A up here also. Down here you have your camera views, so let's take a look at that. There you have a 360 view that is actually spinning around right now. We'll hit this. Oh, and you can change the color of the truck if you want to. Hit that button right there. Now you're looking around you from the inside. That is awesome. I haven't seen that view before. And then back to this one. We'll go back out of there. We can put this in reverse, show you the backup camera. So you do have a 360 right here, and then you have your what's behind you right there, and then we can click on what's in front. Your cameras looking forward, cameras looking backwards from your mirrors. You do have a camera in your bed. That's pretty cool. And then you do have your trail cam, so this is going to keep an eye on everything that is going on so you can see in front of you and the sides of your truck when you're off-road. There is your line for your trailer to hook up your hitch. Then you do have your traction control button right here, your hazards, there's your locking rear differential button, and then you can drop your tailgate from up here. That I haven't seen often in vehicles. Here is your auto hold right there, and then you have your electronic parking brake right there. Come back here. You do have 4 high and 4 low, and then you have your drive modes. You have tow haul, multi-terrain select right there, and then you have your rock crawl button there. This little compartment right here, you've got 2 spots for cell phones. They do not have a wireless charger in here. In this one, I'm sure in the upper trims, either one or both of these might be wireless chargers. And then just a little tray right down here also. You got 2 cup holders. One is deeper than the other. You can kind of see there's a ledge that drops off, and this one is a little bit bigger than the other side, which we like because my wife's larger water bottle will kind of fit in there, not all the way down, but it will fit in there enough to hold it. Then we come back to the center console here, which there's a lot of people that are not a big fans of it, and I am not a big fan of it. I think it's a cool design. I just think it's too big, it's too wide, and these pieces for your elbow are too narrow. So these need to be wider, because when I rest my arm on here, my arm is hanging off of it into these plastic trays that I don't really like that. So we need to go wider with these. You can have the plastic trays, just make them smaller. This one slides up out of the way so you can easily access it underneath here, which is a pretty nice little feature. And then we got a button right here. We're going to pop that up, and you do have a massive storage space in here. That's why I was like, it's just too big, really. And you got a USB-A and a USB-C plug down in here also. But you've got different levels in here. You've got compartments. You got little things you can move around in here. So yeah, it's a pretty decent, it's a pretty good compartment actually. There is one more trick that I want to show you that is awesome on Toyotas. And this is the only truck that does this that I am aware of. And you look right back there and you can drop that whole window back there. That is awesome. A nice little trademark for Toyota. That's it from the front. So now we're going to hop into the back. I'm 6 foot tall. There's a massive amount of space back there, but I want you guys to see, having a full-size adult back there, how much room there actually is. All right, check out the back. This door opens super wide. It's almost 90 degrees, and you can see how much space there is in there. No problems getting kids in and out, car seats in and out, dogs in and out. Just a massive amount of space in this thing. So we'll hop in here. You do have a handle if you need it. Get in here, and I'll look at that. I mean, you're looking at 10 inches easy right there. 8 to 10 inches of space, no problem. Very, very comfortable. Seats are, yeah, I like these seats. These are really comfortable, and they're long enough that they come out and support my legs, so that's good. I like that. Headroom, I've got about 3 to 4 inches above my head, so headroom is good there also. All right, well, let's come on in and take a look at the amenities that are back here for your passengers. So here on the door, you can see there are plenty of places for your bottles. You got 1, 2 right there. You probably lay one sideways in there. So you can get probably 3 bottles of water in there. Nice little tray right here you can slide your phone into if you needed to. No sunscreens back here. So let's go in, and you can see right off the bat, we have got vents right here at an angle on this thing that are going to aim right at your legs or point it up at your face. You got another little tray right here where you can put your cell phone if you wanted it there. And then you have a USB-A and a USB-C down here, along with another 120 volt plug. 2 more cup holders right here. We do have a center armrest right here, and that's nice. It's kind of small, but it's got 2 cup holders in it, and it will do just fine. I think people are going to be super comfortable back here. So far, I don't know what you guys think about this truck so far. Let me know down in the comments, but I think this truck is great. It does have some downfalls to it. You know, you're losing some payload, you're losing some towing to some of the competitors, but that engine is really strong, and this thing is really capable to go off-road. Now, like I said, this is the base trim SR5 with that big TRD rally package on it. So let's take a look at the pricing that you can get with this 2025 Tundra, and then we're going to go for a drive. The 2025 Toyota Tundra is going to start out with your SR trim at $40,000. Now, your SR is going to be your work truck. Basically, most people aren't going to be buying the SR, but a lot of people will be buying the SR5. And that's going to start out at $45,960. Now, you can add a lot of options to that SR5, including this TRD rally package for $8,600 and change. They added a lot more options onto this. So this one is going to come in as tested with options and destination fee at $62,442. And you can see that price climbs really quickly, and don't even get me into the TRD and the capstones that are in the $70,000 and $80,000 range. So this is your best bet right here if you want a good performing quality truck. Now let's go take it out for a drive. All right, let's see if we can get a 0 to 60 out here right off the bat, and it looks like we got a good chance to do that. We are going to switch into 4 high so we don't peel out in the back tires. So here we go. Get some brake torque going on. Oh, this thing's ready to go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 60, yeah, that's pretty good. Not too bad. I think it was like 6.1 or something like that, I think. It turned out not too bad. So I love the way that this is set up and this is designed. It is really nice. This is really easy to use. Everything is just where you can reach it. You don't have to like overextend. There's a little bit over here you can kind of out of reach for if there's something on that side of your screen that you need to get to, but most of it is easy to reach. Now this stuff down here is easy, and you can figure out exactly what everything is. It's got nice little buttons where you can read everything really good. I keep trying to turn this to adjust the temperature in here, where it's actually the volume. So that one's a little confusing for me. It takes a little bit of getting used to. Maybe if they had the volume either integrated into the screen here, or maybe up on the side over here something, maybe make it a little bit easier. But right next to the climate control stuff, that's what gets me. The truck overall, I've been driving it this week, and it does have that off-road suspension on there. Now, the other thing that confused me was you can feel the back end with the bounce and the hop, just like a standard regular truck, but this doesn't have leaf springs in it. It has a coil-over suspension. Similar to what Ram actually does. And it makes the ride really, really nice. But I think because this has the TRD off-road suspension back there, I think that makes it a little stiffer, so you're feeling that little jerky and bouncy and everything, and that kind of makes you feel like you're driving a normal truck, and it doesn't bother me. I actually kind of enjoy it. Steering is good. It's nice and tight. You don't have a whole lot of lean and sway. You've got some. It is a truck, but it's not real bad or anything like that. You still wouldn't want to take a corner in this thing, you know, going very fast. You would not feel safe doing that, but it does handle normal corners and everything like that without any problem. The mirrors, I believe, are new for this year. They are very, very large. I don't need this big of a mirror, and I don't know, this does have a tow package on it, and some new tow technology, and I'm wondering if these mirrors are attached to that package, because they are very big. They do stick out farther where you can see really easily what you're hauling behind you. They're just not I'm not a big fan of those. They're just really huge. I don't think that it's necessary for them to be that big. But other than that, it's easy to see everything. I can see the back of the truck and everything 3 miles behind me. It's pretty good. Well, if you guys are looking for an off-roading truck and you want to stay around 60,000, you actually don't even have to get it up to 60,000. Like I said, that one package is $86,000. That's on top of the SR5 price. That's going to put you into around 53, 54. So if you don't add all of the other options that this one added onto it, then you can keep that under $55,000 probably and still get a very good truck with off-roading and some pretty cool stickers on it also. You guys know what to do. Smash the like button and then click on one of the videos that's on the screen. One of them I chose for you, the other one YouTube chose for you. I think you're going to enjoy them both. So you guys click one of those and have a blessed day.